Arivrajakacarya Ashtottara Sadasri Srimad Avai Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Guru Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaivam Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayadmudiraye Nashtaprayestu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sivaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtuke Yamsyanubhavam Akhilam Sutisaramekam Adhyatma Depam Atitir Satam Tamunnam Samsarina Karunayaha Purana Guyam Tam Vyasaso Namupayami Gurur Muninam. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, The Creation of the Fourth Order, Chapter 29, Text 1b. Bhakte Krishna Daya Jiveshu Bhakte Krishna Daya Jiveshu Akunta Jnanam Atmani Yadi Atmano Bhuyad Apavargastu Samsritehe Bhakte Krishna Daya Jives Akunta Jnanam Atmani Yadi Syad Atmano Bhuyad Apavargastu Samsritehe Bhakte Krishna Daya Jivesu Akunta Jnanam Atmani Yadi Syad Atmano Bhuyad Apavargastu Samsritehe
Bhakti Krishna Daya Jives
Bhakti Krishna Daya Jives
Akunta Jnanamatmani
Akunta Jnanamatmani Jadi Syad Atmano Bhuyat Apavargastu Samsrite Bhakti Krishna Daya Jivis Akunta Jnanamatmani Yadi Syad Atmano Bhuyat Apavargastu Samsrite
Bhakti Krishna Daya Jives
Bhakti Krishna Daya Jives Akunta Jnanam Atmani Yadi Syad Atmano Bhuyat Apavargastu Samsrite Bhakti devotional service Krishna unto Krishna Daya mercy Jiveshu
Jiveshu
unto other living entities. Akunta Jnanam
Jnanam
perfect knowledge.
perfect knowledge.
Atmani
Atmani
of the self.
of the self.
Yadi
Yadi
if Syat
Syat
it becomes.
it becomes
Atmanaha
Atmanaha
of oneself.
oneself.
Bhuyat
Bhuyat
there must be.
must be
Apavargaha
Bhagavad
liberation.
liberation.
To
To
then
then
samsrite
Samskriti
from the bondage of material life.
the bondage of material life.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Would you like to finish the whole chapter or somebody finish tomorrow? You do finish tomorrow?
How many is that?
2B.
If you want to do it, you can do it, or you whatever you feel.
Let's finish the whole chapter today and you can start the fresh beginning tomorrow. Is that okay?
Okay, sounds good.
2B. Drishtam drishtavan nangched bhutam. Where am I? Oh, I have not. I have not read the purport, right?
Point translation.
Okay, let's do purport first. In this verse, the words daya jivesu, meaning mercy to other living entities, indicate that a living entity must be merciful to other living entities if he wishes to make progress in self-realization. This means he must preach this knowledge after perfecting himself and understanding his own position as an eternal servant of Krishna. Preaching this is showing real mercy to living entities. Other types of humanitarian work may be temporarily beneficial for the body, but because a living entity is spirit soul, ultimately one can show him real mercy only by revealing knowledge of his spiritual existence. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Jivira Swarupa Hai, Krishnira Nitya Dasa. Every living entity is constitutionally a servant of Krishna. One should know this fact perfectly and should preach it to the mass of people. If one realizes that he is an eternal servant of Krishna but does not preach it, his realization is imperfect. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur therefore sings, Dushtamana tumi kisera Vaishnava, Pratishthara tare, Nirjanera ghare, Taba hari nama kevala kaitaba. My dear mind, what kind of Vaishnava are you? Simply for false prestige and a material reputation, you are chanting the Hare Krishna mantra in a solitary place. In this way, people who do not preach and are criticized. There are many Vaishnavas in Vrindavan who do not like preaching. They chiefly try to imitate Haridas Thakur. The actual result of their so-called chanting in a secluded place, however, is that they slip and think of women and money. Similarly, one who simply engages in temple worship but does not see to the interests of mass of people or cannot recognize devotees is called a Kanishta Adhikari, which Srimad Bhagavatam defines in the 11th canto to 727 by Krishna to Uddhava, or maybe Brahmana, Vaishnava, Avanti Brahmana, I don't know. Acharyam eva haraye pujam ya shraddhaya hate natat bhakteshu cha anneshu savaktaha prakrita smritaha. All right, you do tomorrow talk to me because it has little purport. And and then next week, next chapter. Om Jnanatirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Istapita Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamai Andadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalan Sri Guru Vaisnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatan Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatapate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchan Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Sabhana Sute Deve Pranamami Hari Priye Pancha Kalpataru Veksha Kripa Sindhu Vyayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaisnavebhyo Namo Namaha Mukham Karoti Vachalam Pangolam Gayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Bande Sri Gurunataranam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Bhakti Krishna Daya Jivesu Ano Akan Akuncha Jnanamatmani Yadi Syad Atmano Bhuyat Apavargastu Samsmriti Jnanasya hi apavargasya. In Srimad Bhagavatam, earlier, first canto, Sukadeva Goswami is talking about apavarga that comes from knowledge of Krishna. Pavarga in Sanskrit, kavarga, tavarga, chavarga, pavarga, like that. Pa, pa, ba, bha, ma. 5 letters come in pavarga. Pa, parishram, labor. Fa, fin, after doing hard labor, foam coming from the mouth. Pa, pa, ba. Ba means bandhan, bondage, material bondage. Pa, pa, ba, bha. Ba means bhaya. Bhaya is fear. Pa, pa, ba, bha, ma. Ma means mrityu, death. This is called pavarga. So here talking about apavarga. No unnecessary labor that has no any result, lasting beneficial result. Bandhan, ba, aba. No bandhan, free from bondage. Mental speculation, bondage of ideas, bondage of race, bondage of color, bondage of thinking, whatnot, all kind of bondages. Bondage of thinking of oneself as God, or bondage of thinking oneself as a free living being. So all kind of bondages. Ba means no bondage. Papa ba, ba, no fear. we have fixed conviction or strong conviction that in all situations Krishna protects me from my all fear. So when we understand Krishna is our real protector, then there is no fear, no need to be fearful. And for devotees, one who understands the soul as an eternal living being, which never take birth, never dies, najayate, mriyate, va kadachin, nayam bhutva, bhavitavan bhuya, ajo nityah, saswatoyam purano, nahanyate, hanyamani sarire. Very deep and profound explanation of soul, Krishna explained in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2. Gita summarized the whole topics of 5 different topics of whole Bhagavatam are included within the chapter 2. That's why the title itself is saying Gita summarized. So when we have that knowledge and we develop that strong faith within ourselves, then we do not have fear of death. And as we go deeper and deeper, we see that death is just an illusion. Na sato vidyate bhavo na bhave vidyato satah. Just like modern science describe that energy can never be created, nor it can be destroyed. This is coming from Krishna in Bhagavad Gita chapter 2. Na sato vidyate bhavo. Whatever is asat, asat means temporary thing, which is not permanent. That can never last forever. Na asato vidyate bhavo. Bhavo means to be forever. What cannot be forever? Anything temporary cannot be forever. Na asato vidyate satah. Nor temporary thing can last forever. This is the principle, the theory come from. Whose theory was that? Is it Darwin or the energy can never be lost or created or destroyed? It's not Darwin. Darwin is evolution.
It's physics.
Huh?
It's law of physics.
Log's physics. Yeah. And that is true. That is true because energy is coming from God and God is eternal and all his energies are eternal. So when we deep dive into the Bhagavad Gita or of knowledge of Bhagavatam, there is nothing remain to be known for the devotees. There is nothing remain unknown, or there is nothing remain there. There will never be any subject matter that are unknown to the devotees when we know the principle of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. That is why in our Gaudiya Vaishnava we have 3 major scriptures. Among unlimited scriptures, we focus, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu focused on Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and we have now Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chaitanya Charitamrita especially quote Srimad Bhagavatam as a proof to explain all the Siddhanta philosophy by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So if we have Chaitanya Charitamrita, you only know about Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. All these Acharyas, Jiva Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, all these Goswamis, they are very happily or very deeply quoting from Bhagavatam to prove any philosophy or any point in devotional service. So here this sloka says that Bhakti Krishna Daya Jivesu. Devotion to Krishna and mercy to living entities. Once we have a devotion to Krishna, Daya to Jiva, Daya to living entities naturally comes. We do not have to extra endeavor to have a feeling or to have mercy to other living being. Naturally comes because you see the connection of every living being with Supreme Lord naturally. And when we see that connection, then there is no possible, but we cannot imagine that we commit crime to other living being. And the duty of the living devotees who are awakened with this consciousness and have practiced bhakti yoga, and they should definitely exhibit this divine quality of mercy that comes from God to uplift other living entities, not to disturb or bother them. That is the highest benevolent activities. But a lot of time people take the reference from Srimad Bhagavatam and they engage themselves in social services, helping people, opening hospitals, feeding people, and providing clothes. If you go to India, here we have to, like, we have a donation center where you can take your used clothes or items and drop into the big box, and people see that it can help needy people, needy family. You have a goodwill, people every day come with a truckload of their used items and donate to the centers like Goodwill and other stores, and they sell in a low price so that people can come and get benefit. This whole idea to help others is coming from Bhagavatam, coming from the main scriptures. But in India, there are so many organizations. They open such organization and they collect millions of rupees, dollars, and then they do a very little social work, and then they, most of the time, they just make that as a source of income and they enjoy personally, and they do help to other as well. But they forget the essence of what is real help. Providing a plate of food, or providing a piece of clothes, or providing maybe some medication or something, that is really a help, but it is only a temporary help. That does not heal the ailment of the soul. Soul is suffering for a long time in this material world and trying to find a way out from here. But because of not coming under the instruction or under the guidance of real, true spiritual Vaishnavas, that soul is still wandering here and there and never fulfill his desire to be free from this pain and suffering, and he is stuck in a plate of food. Go to Gaza right now, they have very horrific scene. People are bringing food, and then there's a big crowd, and they are having some their pot and hot food pouring down, and some food fell in their body, and some people are stealing from them, and then they are like suffering like anything. This is just because of our karma. This is just because of our ignorance to this real knowledge. No one to be blamed. This is all happening in this material world, and it will always happen like that. It will never ever improve. So this is very simple and direct message from Bhagavatam, that if we have loving devotion to the Lord and we are merciful to all the living beings, this divine knowledge is revealed to those people, and they can be free from this repeated birth, death, old age, and disease. But it is, again, it is very easy to say but difficult to practice in our life. I remember a story from Mahabharata in connection to helping others, living being, as we have to imbibe, and we are helping other. How we, this temple, we are doing program every day so that everybody come and then take advantage of the temple. They go, they have darshan of Krishna. Sometimes they happen to buy a book. Sometimes they happen to have some plate of food that is offered to the Lord. Sometimes they happen to have talk with some devotees, and the devotees explain to them about spiritual life. Sometimes they happen to come and join the play part practice, and they learn about Krishna consciousness. All way we are helping others. It's a real help. We are not simply feeding or spreading or distributing food just to fulfill their hunger. It's not about that. It is that we are trying to seduce or attract them to Krishna. We have a first goal and second goal, inner goal and external goal. We organize festival, people come and take advantage, they make some donation, they contribute their Lakshmi, they purify their wealth. By donating money to Krishna's service, will purify the source that you earn. We are making money from so many different ways. Like for example, if I work in a store and that store pays me as a my ways, and that store sells meat, then I am part of the animal killing because I receive some money from that killing. But if I do not use that money at least for some kind of beneficial Krishna service, then I may be inflicted with that sinful karma. So we should always think about it very deep. We always should think how I am making money. Am I using my money for Krishna service or not? Otherwise, unpurified wealth would bring disaster in our life. We may be filling our pocket and then thinking, I am so rich, I do have so much money, but that money would be the cause of my own destruction at some point because that has smeared with blood or some other sinful karma. It's mixed in there. So devotees always think for others. We are not actually who are dedicating their life, completely surrendering to the process of bhakti yoga. They have nothing to do for themselves. They understand that they are not the body. Body completely belongs to God. Isa vasan idam sarvam yatkinchya jagatyam jagat tena tektoina bhanjita ma grida kasasvi dhanam. Isa vasyam. Isa means God. Isa. Iswara. Isa. The root verb of Iswara is Isa. Is God. Isa avasim. Avas means residential place. Like you see Chandrika Abha Nivas. If you go to India, in every door they put something, some plaque. Jamuna Nivas, Krishna Avas. Like if there is opening this housing here, this is like, okay, Hare Krishna Avas. Avas, this world is the living place of the Lord. Lord is available in every atom in this material world. Idam sarvam. Sarvam means what? All. All includes this body as well. All. Isabasim idam sarvam means this body is also the residential place of Krishna. That's why Krishna resides within your heart. You see how we are, this body is not ours. We have to understand from the Upanishad, from the scriptural point. We say, I am not this body, I am not this body, but it doesn't make sense. This is me. I live here. But how do we understand that? Krishna says that I reside in this material world, including everything. Idam sarvam. Sarvam means sarvam. That's it. But we are claiming that this is mine, this is yours, this is that, this is his, this is ours. It's all illusion. For devotees, they do understand that this body is not belong to them. It is the place of God, so that it has to be used for service of the Lord. And when we engage in that way, when we please the Master with all respect, Prabhupada says that one should try to please Krishna in all respect, with all feeling, with all energy, with all Shakti, Buddhi, then one can be pleased and happy in this material world. And that is the real help for others people. Completely free from illusion, completely free from envy, and then this comes when we practice with Vairagya. Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. We need to practice the knowledge of a detachment and perform daily devotional service. Nija Bhakti Yoga. Then the love of God arises from the heart. And when we constantly hear about the beautiful pastimes of Krishna, if I always hear the good qualities of Chandrika Devi, if I do not have seen her yet. She is in London, for example. And I have heard about her that she is very good dancer. She performs beautiful yoga, and she has such a nice mudra. She can perform Bharatanatyam. She is not even from Bharata, but she does Bharatanatyam. And she is such a nice. She always organizes big festival and stage performance. Engages so many kids in the practice. If we talk about that all the time, then we develop some desire to know about that person. Who that person is, I want to know and meet her. Maybe one day I would see her. And I happened to see in the street of London, oh, are you Chandrika? Yeah, I heard about you a lot. And then when I see her live, wow, we develop attachment for the person. Exactly, we have the same principle that we need to feel emotional attachment to Lord Sri Krishna in our every single activities. And that becomes first class devotion. Until we are emotionally not attached to Krishna, and we simply perform and then act externally, and then okay, very good, nice, but our heart is still not melted, still like iron framed, then it's not helping. So I was going to tell this story. I'm sorry, I was like diverted. Arjuna and Krishna, they were walking one day in the street, very good friend, Sakhi is a good best friend, and they are cousins, there's relatives. And Arjuna saw a beggar on the street and begging for life, a food or livelihood. And Arjuna could speak to Krishna face to face. Doesn't have any like awe and reverence. It doesn't stop him talking openly. He can be open mind and doesn't have any reservation in the heart. Krishna, what happened in your empire? Somebody is begging for life. What's wrong with him? Why not you can improve his lifestyle and then help him with something? Krishna smiles. Krishna knows why the person is begging, and Krishna knows that giving him one time will not fulfill his needs. And it's okay. I think that is his karma. He is suffering his karma. He is begging, and people are generous. They give him. What's the problem? No problem. If you have something, you give it to him. Arjuna was naturally thought, okay, why not let me give him some gold so that this guy become rich and then stop begging from tomorrow. All right, no problem. Krishna smiles. In Krishna's smile, a big mystery lies behind his smile. He smiles for a reason. He does not smile just like me. I just laugh for nothing. And as that poor man got gold from Arjuna, he became very happy. And he was going and he thought, wow, I got a gold. I'll let my wife know and my kids from tomorrow, they don't have to worry about their food, their clothes, their housing, nothing. I'll build a big building and then they sell this gold and it comes a lot of money. My life is fulfilled. I am now no longer begging in the street. Haribol, he was saying, maybe not Haribol, but he was something, he was shouting. And as he was going with the great happiness, showing the gold in his hand, there were some thieves on the way. They caught him and stole the gold. All dream collapsed. One man, one time carrying a case of eggs in his head and then going on the way. There, I have 5 eggs or 10 eggs, whatever eggs I have. One day I will let these all eggs hatch and I will have so many chicken and they grow and they make more eggs. And then I sell the chicken and I sell the eggs and it become more and more. And then he got, what happened? He tripped on the floor and then all the case broke and all eggs broke. His dream is gone. I read this story when I was in grade 10 in English.
That's saying, don't count your chickens
Before they are hatched. Exactly that lesson. Did you learn that in school too?
You know what?
Did you learn that in school?
Learn that in school? I I think so. I mean, but I don't know that they,
We have a lesson in English grade 10 that don't count your chicken before they're hatched.
yeah. I think I just remember learning it when I was very little.
Yes. And the man, he lost his gold and next day come to beg again. And when Krishna and Arjuna were coming in their morning walk, they saw the same person. Krishna smiles again. Arjun, look at the boy, that man again begging. He gave him gold yesterday, just one day ago. Arjuna was very surprised. I don't know why, maybe he's too greedy. He's not satisfied with that gold and he wants to get more. But as they approached him and asked, why are you begging again? You got a good amount of gold yesterday. That man said, I'm so sorry, somebody, right as soon as you gave it to me, as I was going home, some thief came and stole from me, and I have nothing. What can I do? And Krishna smiled to Arjuna and see, how do you want to help him now? Have some mercy on him, give something. And Arjuna thought, all right, it was your bad day. I'm so sorry that happened to you. But I have a piece of diamond here, which is more worth than the gold I gave you yesterday. With this diamond, you can do anything you want in your life. Take it and be happy. And stop begging from tomorrow. All right? Wow, thank you so much. He has never seen diamond before. And as he was going, he had to cross the river. And he put the diamond in his pocket. As he was going river, the diamond fell to the river and lost. Again.
I would have known better.
And he started lamenting, oh my God, what can I do? It's my bad luck. Nothing worked. I got a diamond, but I lost in the river. And he did the same thing again on third day. Krishna and Arjuna are passing by in their daily morning walk. This time, they saw the same person begging again. And Krishna says, see, you tried to help him with so many ways. You gave him gold, you gave him diamond, but the person is still on the street and asking, panhandling, begging. This is something going on. Let's go and talk to him. What happened? And guess what happened? Now this time Krishna says, don't worry, don't give anything now. I will give him some few paisa, 2 paisa. You tried your best, now I'll try my best to make him happy and rich. 2 paisa, what can be done? The poor man got the 2 paisa and then I had a luck, but I got a gold, diamond. But what to do? I don't have good faith to be rich in my life. But nothing remained with me. It was stolen and it was like fell into the river. Now what am I going to do with this 2 paisa? Oh my God. I am really sorry for losing all that things. And with his great sorrow in his mind, he was going back. And then one fisherman was coming from the river with some fish. The fishermen, they have a net. Have you seen the net? Throw to the net in the river and then they capture some fish and then take out and sell and they make a life. Have you seen Jamuna in Marsangdi river? In your local river, people fishing with the net? Okay. All right. Yeah, we have so many people do that in our place. South India. Yeah. Anytime there is a river, people go there and do that. And the man said, okay, that he saw some pieces are still alive when they are come out from the net and they were carrying the fish part, behind. And he saw that there are 2 fish and one was big and there was one small, but one small fish was still alive. And this poor man who was begging and Krishna gave him 2 paisa. 2 paisa means some paisa, some little money, insignificant amount. And he says, he thought, oh, this fish is still alive. Let me buy this fish and drop back to him to water, river. Shishigornitai ki jai. And he bought, okay, fisherman, I'll give you this 2 paisa, give me this little alive fish, and I will save this fish's life and then drop him back to river. I don't care, as long as you pay for me, you kill, you eat, or you drop him back to water, I don't care. You give me my money and I'm all about what I sell. I don't care about what you do with the fish. Take it. And that poor man, beggar, he paid 2 paisa to the fisherman and got that little fish who was still alive, and he rushed to the river and left that fish to the water. And as that fish was like taking a big breath, you know that when you're out of water, the fish still really struggle. Just like if you want to understand how they struggle, you be under the water and try to breathe. Same desperation was there. And in that big gulp of taking breath, that fish took out that diamond out of his mouth. And it came in the hand of the beggar. That was the same diamond that he had lost, that was given to him by Arjuna. And as he was rescuing the fish and leaving the fish into the water, and he got the diamond back to his hand, as he was coming back, he met the fisherman, and there were other people, and the thief who were stealing the gold were hiding somewhere. And the thief thought, oh my God, these people are looking for me, and they are come close with many people. And he left the gold and ran away. And he got that gold again. And Arjuna and Krishna, they all are witness of all going on, what is going on. And Arjuna asks to Krishna, what happened? What is going on? Krishna, you are simply smiling. I do not know what's wrong with this thing. First time he lost his gold. Second time I gave him diamond, he lost the diamond. Next time you gave him a little bit, like 2 paisa, and then he bought a fish and took the fish back to the water, and he got his golden diamond back. On the way back, the thief left the gold and ran away, and he got that gold as well. What is going on? I cannot understand. And Krishna says, first time when you gave him gold and diamond, he was thinking for himself. He was only thinking about to build some house, to buy something, and to maintain the family. But when I gave him 2 paisa, he tried to think about other living beings. He tried to rescue the fish, and he got everything back. Did you get some lesson? So whenever we are thinking for others, whenever we are working for others' benefit, and your own personal needs are taken care by Krishna. Because Krishna is maintainer of the whole universe, and when we assist to that purpose of Krishna's maintenance by helping other living beings to be peaceful and Krishna conscious, then Krishna thinks that this person is doing my job, and it is my responsibility to take care of this person. That is why parupakaraya punyaya papaya parapidanam. Para upakara means helping others is a punya, pious. And papaya parapidanam, and to torture other is sin. This is what Vyasadeva concluded after writing all this Vedic knowledge. Ultimately, to know Krishna is the goal of all the scriptures. And when we know Krishna, Krishna is a playful boy. He is a rasagya. He is a rasasekhara. Rasasekhara. All the activities Krishna does appears to be very crazy sometimes. It appears to be antisocial. Like he kidnapped Rukmini. He calls gopis in the middle of the forest, in the middle of the night in the forest, and he left Vrindavan and go to Dwaraka. Everybody cries for him. He goes to fight with Kaliya, and he starts dancing on the top of the Kaliya. Sometimes he goes to Gopi's house and untie the calf and let them suck the mother's milk, and when gopis come to milk the cow, there is no milk. It all appears to be very not right, not right. Just if you see the life of Lord Ramachandra, it's completely opposite. Morality, following rules and regulations, the following the dharma, pitri dharma, father, respect to the father, mother. Krishna does completely opposite. He lies to his mother that I have not taken dirt. Because Krishna is the Purna Purushottam that has full of rasas. Rasa means when we have all kind of anandas, ananda bliss pleasures, and we mix all the ananda together, and we drink that, that's real rasa. That is, Krishna is Raseswara. He's Iswara, he's the controller of all the rasas. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu worship Krishna, not other incarnations, because other incarnation does not have that complete rasa that Krishna has. So when we enter into that mood of Krishna's rasa, and we try to, every single thing we do, we try to give one speck of rasa to Krishna. Like when we chant Hare Krishna, we chant consciously and we chant awakenedly. Sometimes we chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. There is no rasa, there is no interest in that. It does not please Krishna. But when we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare, that with feeling, and we feel that Krishna hears, Lalita is chanting my name, calling me so desperately. Okay, I'm happy with that. Krishna is happy. And every single small tiny thing when we do, we can do with full of rasa. It's not like somebody is doing big job, big work, only does please Krishna. No, it's not like that. Right now you are cleaning this little sign there, because so that people can clearly understand and read and know about it. So it's also can be done with full of rasas. So we can be free from repeated birth and death, and we can please Krishna. And Krishna is pleased, and we will be pleased. This is very simple. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But if we keep doing things for our own pleasures, for our own fulfillment, for our own selfish interest, then neither Krishna is pleased nor I am pleased. And I remain always miserable, complaining, looking fault in others, finding fault in others, and criticizing devotees. Like a Kanishta Adhikari, in the last of the purport, Prabhupada mentioned about Kanishta Adhikari. I take 2 minutes. It says that one who has faith in Vigraha, but they do not care about other, like acharyas, devotees, living beings. They only have complete faith in the deity worship. They ignore everybody else. They are Kanishta. And another Gaudiya Acharya says that we may be thinking, oh, I am above Kanishta, but he also divides Kanishta into 3. I don't have any Shraddha to deity as that text explain about who Kanishta Adhikari is on basis of his faith. To have faith in deity is a big step. It's like for Uttama Adhikari for us. We do have some faith in the deity, but we do not have as we must have. So is a Ghor Kanishta, Madhyama Kanishta, Uttama Kanishta. Kanishta also divided into 3 categories. So we need to rise up from that consciousness and see Krishna everywhere, ultimately. So when pure devotees see this material whole world, they see as Krishna's prasada, mercy of Lord. And in order to feel that consciousness, we offer our food every day to the Lord, so that we understand that whatever we eat is a prasad of Lord. At this time, we do not have that consciousness that the whole world is Krishna's prasada. We do not have that understanding, and we want to enjoy So when we practice and offer the food to the Lord, then slowly, slowly by practicing daily, then we start seeing this whole material world is nothing but Krishna's prasad. Tena tektena bhunjita, tena tektena, he gave up. This he enjoyed and gave it up for our enjoyment, for our use. So when we try to use the resources, then we should understand who does it belong to, who is the owner. Whose wealth is it I am enjoying? So this is what Sri Upanishad says. Thank you so much for your patience. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Any question, any comments? We don't have to ask.
So this is a question that comes and goes with me periodically, but with karma,
Yeah.
You're saying about how the people that are suffering through that famine and God, how it's their own karma, and then the story with the man, it wasn't his karma really to have that gold or diamond, at least until later, and so some people can hear that and think, well, then why should I even try to be better? Why should I try to be better than I am? If, it's my karma to be better, then I will be. So I don't know if you want to talk about that at all.
Yeah. There are, like, karma and endeavors are very connected. Like it is said that if I have a faith and if I milk a cow in a bucket that has a hole, then no matter how many times, how long I milk, I cannot have any milk. There's a hole, I need to work on it to patch up that hole so that I can have some milk. There are karma that are already ripened and waiting to appear in our life, but somehow or other we have to act accordingly. Like Chanakya Pandit says, Nahi suktasya simhasya pravesanti mukhe mriga. Like the lion is the king of the forest, but without endeavor, the deer will not come to his mouth. He has to go and look for it. So it is a deeper topic to discuss. If we just blindly endeavor without understanding that how the science of karma, then we may not get anything, but sometimes people do nothing but they get something. So this is all what we have earned earlier in our past lives. So but if we work for God and we divert our karma, our action to please the Lord, then even if we do not have any good karma in the past, then God can bring us all the good fortune in your life. The whole creation will assist you. So this is all subtle things, and we need to. And if you have like if you have a life, if you have a fate or fortune to get $1 million in your life, then you will be inspired to act from within. The super soul will guide you. Okay, go this way, do that. You get inspiration, and then finally you reach to that goal. But sometimes if we really ignore and we do not care, then we may lose it. Mm-hmm. So it's all endeavor and karma both. And there may be much more detail, but just for now.
Thank you.
Yes, madam.
I was thinking about what you said when you were talking about names. Yesterday, Jamuna and we went to the zoo, for the restaurant and to give out samples. And so we were talking to a lot of them. They were, really enjoyed it and everything. And we're asking them, have you been to Govinda's and etc. So then I said, oh, what is your name? And as soon as we said their names, we did it like so many times, like, what is your name? they definitely felt that personal connection. So it just shows that they felt so personal. Yeah, I'll definitely come. And then you say their name again. Oh, thank you, Josh, or whatever your name was. We look forward to seeing you. And so seeing that just in humans. So obviously when we, when we become personal with Krishna, we feel that personal connection, then there's no way to ever be discouraged, even if people try to discourage, because people that are discouraging, they can't encourage if you're discouraged. So, but if we feel that personal connection with Krishna and Krishna's holy name, then we'll be encouraged. Is that correct?
Yeah. If we have conviction, complete conviction, whoever you talk to, that has a deeper impression on them. If I preach about Krishna consciousness, but I have no deeper conviction in my, nobody listen to me. I can try many times, but I cannot convince anyone. So if you, like Prabhupada, see, whatever Prabhupada speak, one word out of Prabhupada's mouth is, wow, it's like whole philosophy, whole scriptures is there. And the way he speaks, with no doubts, he was able to defeat the whole world in his logic because of the conviction. And we have personal relationship of Krishna in our life. Miracles happen in our life. Hare Krishna. Miracles. So many miracles happen. And happening. Everything is miracle here. All of you are miracle of Krishna's name. That's it. Nothing is like that but miracle. Hare Krishna. It's me, miracle. How I am here from a small village of Nepal, what brought me here? Prabhupada, my desire was coming, I had a desire to come to, I'm off the phone, Mike, so. I had a desire to come to America and somehow Krishna fulfilled. And I'm here sitting and then discussing about Krishna consciousness. It's miracle, Prabhupada's miracle. Everybody, a great speaker here. When I hear, every day I listen. Sometimes I am unable to attend the classes, but I always listen all devotees class in YouTube. All day in my work, I have a headphone, I YouTube on, and I do my work and I listen. And every devotee speaks very wonderfully, very miraculously. They talk about different aspects of Krishna consciousness, very deep. Everyone has their realization. So this is all asset of Krishna consciousness. Sometimes I feel like to cry, but it is what it is, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. And Prabhupada says, this is my miracle. See?